Hello everyone, I hope you're having a fabulous day today. One of my subscribers asked me if I could do pretty much a panoramic view of what my kitchen looks like when it's in bloom, and I think I've got almost all the blooms in this shot right here. So when you walk into my kitchen, this is what you see. Had to share this with you. And I always enjoy doing my blooms and tour videos. Just enjoy sharing the beauty of these wonderful plants. Here you're going to see my Vanda Sansei Blue in full bloom. What a beautiful, beautiful flower this is. This is the third time that this one has rebloomed for me in about a year and a half. So this is a very prolific bloomer. I love it when this Vanda is in bloom. She's just a showstopper. And here's my red Brothers Caribe. I love this Phal. It has had 8 blooms on this bloom cycle. It just keeps elongating the spike and keeps blooming. So I love, this is a true red. I don't know if the camera picks up on it or not, but it is a very, very red Phal. Absolutely love this one. I've had this one for a long time in my collection. I've had this one for about 9 years, and this one has bloomed consistently for me every single year. And my Vanda, Tayanee Cerise, is still in bloom. This one has been in bloom now for 2 months. Beautiful bloom cycle on this one. The blooms last a long time on this plant. So she's beautiful. She has beautiful foliage as well. Just a gorgeous plant. And here's my Vanda Pachara Blue, and it is indigo blue, just an indescribably beautiful blue. This is a very, very nice Vanda. I highly recommend this Vanda. It has been in bloom now for about 6 weeks. The blooms on this one are also very long lasting, and this is the 4th time in a year and a half that this has rebloomed for me. So I love this Vanda. And here's my newest little miniature that my daughter nicknamed Violet. Gorgeous little bloom on this Phal. Bought this one at Lowe's. It still had one bud on it that was unopened, and I was so pleasantly surprised when it did not blast. It bloomed out just beautifully. So I've got a full spike of flowers here. They're so pretty. And here's my beautiful Phal Legato. I've had this one for about 9 years as well. Very happy because this one has bloomed for me twice in the past year. Just gorgeous, gorgeous bloom on this one. It is just undescribable. Thought I would give you a close-up of this beautiful bloom. And here's my Phal Brother Pirate King. This one has also bloomed twice in 1 year. Has this beautiful spike, plus a little extension of the spike where it has just kind of branched off. I love the yellow and the cherry red combination of this Phal. Beautiful plant as well. And here's beautiful Phal Marianne. She has been in bloom for such a long time, and the spike keeps elongating on this one. I have 8 blooms on this spike as well. Love this color combination too. I've had this plant for about 10 years, and she blooms every single year for me. And let's go to a newer one. This is the species looking little Phal that I bought a few months ago. Just absolutely gorgeous. The color combination on this one is beautiful. It does just like, it has a species Phal look to it that I really do like. And she is totally bloomed out now. And she's a showstopper as well. When she's in bloom, you know. And here's a close-up of this bloom. Do you see what I mean? I mean, it's just an attention getter. The red the pink, the freckles, the gold color. It's just gorgeous. I'm so glad I found this little fowl. And here is my beautiful Phal Pink Twilight. Love these blooms. Wow. She is nicknamed Splendid because I think her blooms are absolutely splendid. These blooms are huge. They are larger than my fist. So you can see why I nicknamed her Splendid. And here is beautiful Dendrobium Luigi, so named because he is green. It is not the same color that my camera picks up, but it is about the same color as the spike that you see in person. So I love this Dendrobium. This is something that I really didn't see coming when it first started blooming out. I could not believe it. So this is a beautiful little Dendrobium. I am so glad that this one finally decided to bloom after all of the bud blasts that I had with this one. And I thought I would show you what I'm doing out in my sunroom right now. For the ones that aren't blooming right now, I'm either putting them here in my sunroom or up in my second floor grow room that is a little bit warmer than it is in my kitchen, so that they'll grow a little bit faster. And my Dendrobiums love it out here. They're all growing new canes. It is very exciting. The one that I put in New Zealand sphagnum moss about 4 weeks ago, it is already starting on a new cane. So let me show you some new canes on my Dendrobiums. That's always exciting. Okay, here's the new growth on my Dendrobium, Burana Jade Fantasy number 9, the one that has that beautiful purple and yellow bloom. And look at the size of the base of this cane. Absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to share more blooms with you all from this beautiful plant. Okay, and here is a new cane that is forming on that cute panda looking, I think that I named her April's Hope. This is the new cane on her. Absolutely beautiful. I probably do need to place her back into some moss because there was a tiny bit of moss growing on this plant when I got it, and the moss has grown. So I believe I need to put her in a mossy home. I think she will be happier that way. Okay, and here's a new growth on one of my Dendrobiums that's in waterculture as well. It is a Dendrobium Thongchai Gold Pina Watana. So I looked this one up on the internet to see what this looked like. Oh my goodness, I want this one to bloom so badly. It is yellow with a red lip. Yes. So I am cheering this one on. I want this one to bloom this year. So hopefully this is going to be a good strong cane, and I'm going to get some flowers off of that one this year. And remember I told you about the one that I had placed in moss about 4 weeks ago? Do you see what I see? There's a new cane starting right there. So I'm happy about that as well. All of my Dendrobiums are doing really well right now. And I can't forget to show you my beautiful Cataleya. It has 2 new canes on it. They are looking just absolutely super. So let me show you in this dense forest that is my miniature Cataleya. I've got to quit calling it that because this is not a miniature Cataleya anymore. But let me see if I can find the new canes for you and show them to you. Okay, so I found one. This is the smaller of the 2. I have 2 new canes again this year, so I'm really, really happy. And I'm wondering if this one's going to have 3 leaves as well, because it kind of looks like it's going to. But this is the smaller of the 2 so far. Let me see if I can find the bigger cane for you. Yeah, you can't hardly miss this new cane. It's this one right here. Look at the base. Look at the size of the base of this cane. And look at this. How beautiful. it just keeps going. Wow, I didn't realize it had gotten that big though. When Cataleyas start growing, they grow really, really fast. It's very exciting to watch. And I like to keep it here beside of this painting that my husband did of this Cataleya. I love this painting as well. So I wanted to share that one with you all. I think it looks really, really pretty. Sitting by the Cataleya. Yes, I like that. And here on the back wall in my sunroom, I've got some of my phals that aren't blooming. They love the humidity back here, and they grow really, really well. This is a really good place for them to just kind of grow when they're not blooming. And here's another look back at my dendrobiums and at my beautiful vanda that just keeps growing roots and leaves. It has not rebloomed for me yet. I have no idea why, because I treat this one exactly the same way that I do the 3 that bloom prolifically for me. So what I'm thinking is going to happen is when he finally decides to bloom, it's going to be amazing. So I'm just waiting patiently and hopefully. And let's do another pretty view of my 2 vandas that are in bloom. Yes, that's a great way to end a tour. So you all be highly favored, deeply loved, and greatly blessed. And we will talk to you next time.